Yeah, we can start now. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. My name is Nidhi Singh, and I am working as a QA engineer at SITA.dev. Today, I'll take the session on software testing lifecycle, that is commonly known as STLC, and bug lifecycle, that is BLC. These two are very important in any software development because they helps in maintaining the reliability of the software. So let's deep dive into STLC and BLC one by one. I welcome you all in the session. So let's get started. Yeah. So let's start by understanding what this STLC is. STLC is nothing. It is soft. 1 minute. Yeah, sorry. STLC is nothing. It is software testing life cycle. When we start testing the software, we are following a systematic approach. We are following the steps. So all these steps we are going to understand in this session. So STLC is a crucial framework for delivering high quality of the software. It is a systematic process to ensure the quality and the reliability of the software. It runs alongside with the software development. It is not like that we are testing the software at the end of the software. No, it is nothing like that. But testing is integrated in the with the when the software start developing itself. When the software start developing, we have to ensure that we are doing testing. Let's take example. Suppose if you are building the house, it's not like that after your house is built, then you are going to check, oh, how is the foundation? Is the foundation is strong or not? Same is with software. We have to ensure that our software is bug free, and we have to check the software at every step so that testing is integrated from the beginning of the software. This is what STLC tells us. So each phase of STLC has clear tasks, criteria, and the deliverables, and it tells us that quality is an ongoing phased process with defined objective. Every step has defined objective. Every step is giving us a defined um, uh, a defined deliverable. So that is STLC. So in this session, we'll walk through with the each phase of STLC and look what are the deliverables, what we are going to expect from the each phase, and also we also track how we track the bugs and what is the life cycle of the bug. So let's start with the first two phases. We'll deep dive into the first two phases of STLC, that is requirement analysis and test planning. So let's concentrate on requirement analysis first. Requirement analysis is the first phase. This is the phase where everything begins. It is the phase where we are starting. Here, the QA team analyze and understands the requirement from the client or the business. They now by they take the requirement from the client. They identify which area of the software can be and have to be tested. They determine the testing approach. It's not like that they are concentrating on the functional part of the software only. They consider both functional part as well as non-functional part. Functional part in the sense they'll check what the software is going to do. And non-functional part means they'll check the performance and security also. Overall quality of the software is going to test and analyze. So all this is like finalized, and in this finalized, and we kind of doing the mapping. We kind of doing making the mind map what we are going to with this software in the testing. So all this is done in the requirement phase. So next is the test planning phase. Once the requirement analysis is over, we'll move to the requirement phase. Here, test manager or test leads define the testing strategy and allocate the resources. In this phase, everything is finalized, like how many test resources are required, how we are going to test this particular application, which software which tool we are going to use in for testing the application, what are the uh, team roles, like how many testers will work for functional part, how many testers will work for non-functional part. All this is set in this phase only. A well-defined roadmap is conducted, and even the risk identification is also done in this step. So the main outcome of test planning is test plan document. Everything is the fixed in this step. So these two steps, requirement analysis and the test planning, these are very crucial steps. These are the main foundation of any of the software. If these two uh, processes or these two steps are done very properly, then everything will be smooth over. So this is the main purpose of these two steps, requirement analysis and the test planning. After requirement analysis, we'll get the requirement document. Okay, this is the requirement of the software. This is how the client wants us to do with the software. We'll understand the mind of the client. We'll know what client wants us from this software. So if the requirement analysis step is not clear, we can check, we can clear our doubts, because these two steps are the foundation for the software testing. Next is test case development and test environment setup. Once the requirement analysis and the planning is done, we'll move to next two steps. These are test case development and test environment setting. Now, after test plan document planning, we have test plan document in our hand. We have everything in our hand. We have the map. Okay, we have to do this much of test cases we have to written, we have to cover these things. So now the tester will start writing the test cases. They will start writing the detailed test case so that they can do the maximum coverage. For the detail and for a good test case, they'll include input, steps to reproduce, what are the condition, expected result, actual results, what is the scenario, and sometimes test data too. A good test case is always uh, repeatable, and it will cover the entire thing. It's not like that testers are covering only positive case. Positive case means with the correct input they are checking, but they have to cover negative scenarios also, means they are checking the application with the uh, negative, improper or improper test data also, whether if that the application is breaking or not. The main purpose of this testing is, it's not like that we have to check whether the application is working fine or not. Actually, we are checking how to break the application. We have to find out, because in this, before releasing to the production, if we find out where our application is breaking, it is easy to fix the defects. But once if the project is moved to production, then it is very difficult and cost effective also. So we testers have to check every point whether the application is breaking or not. So these are the steps when we are going through to test the application. So in test case design and development, testers are writing the detailed test cases, test scenarios, and everything they are doing, both positive and negative scenario also they are checking. Next is the test environment setup. Once we have the test cases, we have everything in our hand, like test planning, test cases are written. The next step is test environment setup. Here, testers are recreating the environment where the actual application is working. It's not like that the application is the mobile application and we can check the application in the desktop. No, we have to mimic the environment where the application will actually work. So this is the mean of test environment setup. Everything like hardware, software, and network condition configuration is prepared, and we will check the application in that mimicked environment. Test data and tools are set up to simulate the local deployment. This ensure that tests reflect the real world uses accurately. Sometimes even users are also set up, like if they're in the application, like for example there is a e-commerce application, we'll generate the user also, like we have to check, okay, if 100 users are using our application, that application will fine or not. If 1,000 users are application using the application will explode or not. So we have to check everything, all these things we are doing in test environment setup. So these are the main phases. Next is the test execution and the test cycle closure. Once everything is done, test cases are ready to execute. So here is the step where we need to do the action. Test execution means the test cases what the testers have written, we are going to execute in the test environment that we have prepared. Testers run the test cases and documents the results. If the actual result does not match with the expected result, we'll call that as a bug or the defects, and the defects are logged in into the system, and developer fix the defects. So when the developer fixed the defects, again tester re-executed the fixes to make sure that the fixes are actually fixed or not. So this cycle will go again and again. We execute the steps and document the result. Bug is assigned to the developer. Developer fixes the bug, and again the tester retests the application so that it is bug free. Next is test cycle closure. This is the step where we are moving towards the end. This test cycle closure finally reports highlight insight and defect statistic. In this step, we'll document everything. We will analyze what went well, what didn't went well, and how many bugs we have find, how many bugs are fixed, how many bugs are still open. We'll do everything, we'll analyze everything here. Testing coverage, everything we'll do here. And we'll also take the official sign off from the stakeholder, and the knowledge transfer is also given if it is needed. So these are the some of the key insights of the test cycle closure. This is I have kind of prepared the summary, that is key deliverable in each STLC. Every phase of STLC has a deliverable. So for requirement test analysis, the output is test requirement document and reviewed specification. We know actual what business wants from us for this software. After test planning, test plan is prepared and resource allocation chart is done. Resource allocation is done and chart is prepared. Everything is documented. It's not like that our team is doing verbally, okay, this is fixed. No, everything is documented so that everyone in the team knows what is going, what are the expectation, and who is working on that which part. We have to make the software reliable, and it should be bug free. So everything is documented. After test case development, the output is test cases and the test scripts. Review reports are also generated. The key output of test execution is defects. We'll get the defects, we'll log the defects into the defects tracking system, and test cases are executed. In the test cycle closure, the final step, test summary reports are generated, and also RTM is done. RTM is requirement traceability matrix. Will map the test cases with the requirements that we have in the requirement specific document to check everything is covered or not. For every requirement, we have test cases. We are checking, okay, for this requirement, we have checked with these test cases. For requirement number 2, we have checked with these many of test cases. So that everything is properly done. So these are the key deliverables in each STLC phase. So let's move into the next part, that most of the testers are working on with that is bug life cycle. What is bug? It's also called defect. Bug is nothing. It is a gap between expectation and reality. What actual result we are getting, and what are the expected result. If these two are not meeting, then it is called as bug. So let's concentrate into bug life cycle. Bug life cycle means when the bug is reported, or when a tester logs a bug, every bug undergoes a different status from the time when it is generated till the time when it is closed. So these statuses are sequential, and these are known as bug life cycle. It is a sequence of states a software bug progresses through from its finding to its closure. It ensures every defect is tracked and resolved before release. We are Why we are studying this bug life cycle is to make sure no defect is forgotten. Every defect should be tracked and resolved before the release. This is a structured process that helps the team to assign the responsibility effectively. Next is, what are the main stages of the bug life cycle? There are few main statuses in the life cycle of the bug that every bug will go through. First is new. When the defect is first reported by the tester, it is called new. It is the status of that bug is new. Next is assigned. Tester as records the bug into the bug tracking system, and after that the bug is uh, assigned to developer for the fix. So now the status will become assigned. Now what the developer will do? Developer will open the bug to know what is the bug about. So now the status will become from assigned to open. If the bug is actual bug, the developer will start working on the bug, and it will mark the status fixed. So whatever is the defect, the developer will fix the defect, and the status of the bug is fixed. These new, assigned, opens, fixed, these all are the statuses. These four statuses are the statuses that every bug will go through: new, assigned, opened, and fixed. There are few statuses also, other statuses also, but that are optional, that we am going to cover in the next slide. This is the bug life cycle. First, bug is identified, new bug is reported and logged into the bug tracking system by the tester, and the status of the bug is new. Now the bug is assigned to the developer, and the status of the bug will become assigned. Developer will start looking into the bug, and it will analyze the bug, and the bug status moves to fixed. Now again now the bug is fixed. Now again tester will do the retesting to check if it is fixed or not. If it is verification is done, then tester also mark the status of the bug as fixed, and finally the bug will be closed. And so this is the bug life cycle. So it first, the status of the bug is new. Tester find the bug and logged in into the bug tracking system. Then the bug is assigned to the developer. Developer open the bug. Now the developer has four choices. First is, the first developer will analyze whether the bug is duplicate or not. If he find the bug is duplicate, he'll mark the status of the bug as duplicate, and the bug is finally closed. If we find the bug is really a bug, but it can be resolved in the next cycle, so in that case the status of the bug will be deferred. Deferred means bug is actually a bug, but there is no need to fix it now only. It's not emergency in this cycle only, in this release only we are going to fix. We'll work in the next cycle also. There are other priorities. Now we will concentrate on that. So in that case, the status will become deferred, and it is moved to the next release. In next release, the developer will work on that bug, and then finally it will be closed. So but there is a chance that developer will find now this is not a bug. Then in that case, he will reject the bug and the status will become rejected and the bug is closed. But if the bug is actual bug, then the developer will analyze the bug. He'll start working on the bug. After the working is done, he'll fix the bug and the status will become fixed. Now the fixed bug will go to tester again for the retesting. Tester reopen the bug and again do the retesting. If it is fixed, he'll verify it and close it. Close the bug. If it's fine, no. If bug is still persisting, it is not, the issue is not resolved, then again it will reopen and again it will assign it to the developer. So this is the cycle that goes again and again until all the bugs are fixed. This is the bug life cycle and it is very important life cycle. Every tester should know, and it is like most of the questions comes in this part only. So this that was about the bug life cycle. Yeah, thank you for your attention. If you have any question, please let me know. The stage is all yours. Yeah, any questions, please? You can write in chat also.
Yeah, feel free to ask the questions.
Shobha, Amanda, Swati, Patricia. Sorry if I have pronounced wrongly.
Yeah, I understood both these concepts. Can you tell what is SDLC and how it differs from
Yeah,
STLC?
we covered that in our previous session, but I will tell you,
Okay.
SDLC is software development life cycle. In that, we are analyzing, like in STLC, we have gone through the testing phases. While doing testing, what steps you need to follow, that we are covered in STLC. In SDLC, when the software is development, what steps we are following, how many steps, there are crucial steps that every software will follow, that will we will studying in SDLC, software development life cycle. If you are developing the software, okay, you have to follow these 5 or 7 steps. That is SDLC. In our previous session, it was started with SDLC only.
Okay. So you cover all the theory concepts?
Yeah, like SDLC, yeah, SDLC and the models of SDLC. Uh, this is second session only. Then I
Okay.
move to SDLC.
Okay. So your in your next session,
Yeah,
what will you be covering?
yeah. My colleague is taking the next session. Yeah, Pooja,
Okay.
please,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah, like tomorrow I'm covering all the QA essentials like the documentation, like what Nidhi has covered today, which will be related to that tomorrow. So it will be covering with most of the QA documentation. So I'll understand the all uh, the real time how it looks like, how they work with the documentation with the testing part.
Okay.
Yeah.
like
Thanks.
from step by step we are moving. We have designed the curriculum, like the beginner can also understand.
Yeah.
So some sessions I am taking, some session Pooja will take, and some session Shalishi will take. We are doing like that. Like if you need the recording, I will share the recording of my previous session if you want to go through.
Yeah, that will be helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, please share your
Yeah.
email ID in the chat. I will.
Sure.
Yeah, for more like if you want to join the course related to testing or for the any of the IT related course, you can actually contact Jagdish, which is Sita's founder. So it will be helpful for you to for you if you are planning for moving to IT.
Sure.
Yeah.
Currently, I'm doing a course as well with ILP Högskola. So that ends by next year. So yeah, I'm looking for internship as well by this, in the beginning of the next year.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Just for the information I have shared,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
everything.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Okay.
Thanks. Mm.
Yeah. If you don't have any question, we can wind up the session.
Yeah. Very well presented, Nidhi.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you
It
everyone
was
for
so
your
much.
patience and
Mm.
for
Yeah.
your time.
And Nidhi, you can check the message in the chat. Like
Yeah,
Amanda
I have.
also needs
Okay.
first session recording.
Yeah, sure, Amanda. I'll share.
Thank you so much, Nidhi. It was
Thank you,
wonderful
Shalishi.
explanation.
Thank you, Shalishi. Thank you, everyone. I'll share the recordings.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and if you're planning to connect with the tomorrow's